This giant is really cute. Whenever he has free time he helps nearby farmers plant vegetables. With a swipe of his hand, things get done smoothly. Besides that, he also brings clay from the mountains, helping residents build houses. But all this was seen by the selfish king. The palace was building a new garden to enslave the giant. The king ordered him to carry water and bring new soil. At this moment the giant looked at the king's statue holding a dove of peace, his eyes full of disdain. The giant turned and climbed the hill. First he shaped a small mound of earth, then pulled a small tree from his back, carefully planting it in the soil. But when he looked up, a group of soldiers were chopping trees to build a bigger palace. The king ordered them to cut down the whole forest. The giant quickly shielded the trees with his body, but was ordered by the king to be shot. The small arrows only caused itchiness on the giant, but they hurt his heart. Facing the king's cruelty, the giant decided to no longer protect this land. He walked deep into the forest, planning to find a new home. The stubborn king still refused to repent. Year after year passed. The king's land changed from a fertile place to a desert. Unable to grow crops, the residents left one after another. This was all because of the king's deforestation. The once large city was now empty. The king stood alone at the city gate, looking at the broken walls and ruins, filled with deep regret. From then on he became a wanderer, roaming the mountains and fields every day. Hungry he ate bitter fruits. Thirsty he drank muddy water. Sometimes when he reached a village, children threw tomatoes at him. It was a humiliation he had never experienced before. The king wandered for 5 years. His motivation to keep going was to regain the giant's trust. Perhaps heaven rewards the diligent. One day he finally saw the familiar figure again. He hurried to kneel before the giant, confessing his past wrongdoings. Fearing the giant would not remember him, he even wore his crown. The giant immediately recognized the king. His expression changed from bright to dark. The king quickly apologized again and again. Suddenly he felt something under his palm. Looking down, it was a small red flower. At this moment the king was no longer the same. He respected every grass and tree in nature. This sincerity could not be faked. The giant understood the king had changed, so he decided to give him another chance. The giant led the humble king back to the land. They planned to start over. The first thing they did was plant trees and make forests.